And as I was following this story, I started to wonder whether all these people who were found trying to register spaza shops in their names for illegal foreigners, what if some of them have been threatened into doing that thing? Well, I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just thinking, since these people have the nerve to come back and threaten the landlords with death, what's going to stop them from threatening the landlords again to say, you know what, you are going to go and register this spaza shop in your name, but we are going to continue to use it? Well, I'm not saying all of them, because we know with some valley they are just being naughty. They are just trying to act smart, trying to register for their friends and their illegal baby daddies and things like that. Yeah, but so we understand with some of them they are really just being naughty and just doing something that they know to be wrong. But what if some of them have been threatened? What if some of them have been forced to go and register these spaza shops for foreigners? You know, every time when we think we have seen the worst of these illegal foreigners, they always come back and show us ukuthi kahle kahle the disrespect that they have for us as South Africans is at a very high level. I'm sure we all know ukuthi for the past few weeks, if not months, us as South Africans in our communities have been hurtful with this thing of contaminated food being sold to kids, killing kids, hospitalizing kids, and such. So most of these spaza shops that sell contaminated food have been shut down by most communities. But surprisingly, there are some foreigners who refuse to leave their shops, who refuse to get evicted by the landlords. Instead, they come back and threaten the landlords ukuthi they are going to kill them if they chase them away. I'm going to play a clip right now. You will see some of these landlords complain about this thing. You will understand what I'm trying to say. But what I want to say before I play you this clip is that the disrespect that these people have for us as South Africans is something that we need to check. It's something that we don't have to let slide, because if we let it slide, it's something that is going to persist for a very long time. These people are calling their family members, their cousins, forming groups to ambush the landlords that are trying to evict their brothers. So if a landlord is trying to evict one foreigner, that foreigner is going to call his cousins, and then they are going to ambush the family and then threaten the family with death. They are going to kill them if they evict them. Some of them are even refusing to take their stock out of their shops so that the community or the landlords can use that facility for something else. Maybe try to open their own spaza shop or use it for something else that the family needs. The families can't even do that because these people have locked their stock inside and they are refusing to take their stocks and evict. So it's a problem that is arising right now, and these landlords are crying. They are calling out to the government and to the authorities to try and help them, to try and protect them from these illegal foreigners, because now they are scared for their lives. And as I was following this story, I started to wonder whether all these people who were found trying to register spaza shops in their names for illegal foreigners, what if some of them have been threatened into doing that thing? Because if you can look at the interviews of the people who were interviewed, who were trying to register these spaza shops for illegal foreigners, some of them you could see Woody, this person really did not know what he or she was doing, but there's something that was pushing him. There's something that was forcing him to do this thing. You can see it in their eyes. Well, I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just thinking, since these people have the nerve to come back and threaten the landlords with death, what's going to stop them from threatening the landlords again to say, you know what, you are going to go and register this spaza shop in your name, but we are going to continue to use it? What if all of these people who've been registering these spaza shops for these illegal foreigners have been threatened? Well, I'm not saying all of them, because we know with some valley they are just being naughty. They are just trying to act smart, trying to register for their friends and their illegal baby daddies and things like that. Yeah, but so we understand with some of them they are really just being naughty and just doing something that they know to be wrong. But what if some of them have been threatened? What if some of them have been forced to go and register these spaza shops for foreigners? So let me just play you this video right now, and then you will tell me ukuthi wena, what do you think about these illegal foreigners who are busy threatening the landlords who are trying to evict them? Because ukhumbule ukuthi these landlords, they are trying to protect themselves also from the communities, because the communities are angry, and as long as the spaza shop is still operating, that thing will give the landlord a bad reputation, and the community will end up thinking ukuthi you are supporting this thing that these foreigners are doing. So that is why these landlords are trying to come out and say ukuthi we are not working with these people, we are not supporting the things that they are doing, the things that they are selling, but we have no choice because we are scared for our lives. These people are threatening us, they want to kill us if we don't let them operate their spaza shops. So tell me on the comment section after you watch this clip I'm about to play right now, what do you think about this disrespect these foreigners have for us as South Africa? Every time when this thing tries it dies down, they do something that makes sure they disrespect us. So tell me on the comment section down below what do you think about this story, and if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel, and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Watch this clip and then tell me on the comment section down below what do you think about this story of illegal foreigners who are threatening the landlords who are trying to evict them.
It has been a long road for Maria Muladudi, who has been the landlord of a foreign spaza shop owner for 9 years. She says her anxiety kicked in when children in Diepkloof started dying from suspected foodborne illnesses. However, trying to evict the shop owner, who was renting for 3,000 rand monthly, has been difficult.
It was not easy. It was not. He was fighting so very bad, because he even called their brothers, whatever, cousins and brothers. Then cars, there were 30 cars were here to fight me. Then when they come, they said, why are you doing this to Alex? Then I said, no, I'm tired of Alex. And then Alex started to shout and say, Mama, I will kill you. You are going to suffer. You are going to eat grass.
Another landlord, who did not want to reveal his identity, is still struggling to have his tenant vacate the premises permanently. The foreign shop owner's container with his stock is still in his yard. He says calls to the said tenant go unanswered.
I don't want a spaza shop anymore, because I don't want to fight with the community. You see, the children are dying left and right. So if the community, because the community are matline to Abu, so if I say, let's say I decide to keep them, I'm going to end up fighting with the community. So that's what I don't want.
Some Diepkloof residents say they too are fed up.
Currently, we were supposed to close all these foreign spaza shops because we don't need them. They are really causing a havoc.
One attorney, however, is warning against the landlords taking the law into their own hands, saying this is a civil matter.
There's a principle called spoliation, which prevents parties from taking the law into their own hands. It's termed a possessory remedy because the tenants just simply need to show that they were in possession of the property, not that they have a right to possession of the property. So the best advice in the circumstances would be to get the process moving as soon as possible, because any recourse that tries to circumvent the courts will inevitably result in an urgent application where the tenants are put back in occupation.
Diepkloof residents say they will be working together to ensure that landlords are free from shop owners whom they do not want to rent to anymore.